Good morning, first graders. Happy first digital day. Happy Friday. Happy super long weekend because we don't have school on Monday, which I don't even remember if we talked about yesterday. But you have some work to complete today since you don't have to come to school. Please make sure you do this work and bring it back by next Friday. If it's not back by next Friday, you won't earn Friday fun, okay? First step is to take out your Orange Digital Day folder. If you have it out sitting next to you, that's awesome, and you can follow along as I go through the instructions. When you open up your folder, you'll see papers that look similar to mine. They might not be in the same order anymore if you've looked through it a little bit or shuffled around. But what I want you to look at right now is the white Post-it or sticky note, sticker on the left side of your folder, okay, that has your username and password. So if you're going to do IXL or something that you need your password for, that's what you will be using. So when you're doing your work, you have a couple options. You can look through this orange sheet. It'll give you all the instructions, and then use the purple menu that I'll explain next, and you can just go through one of the worksheet packets by yourself and do it. Or you can, if you need help or you want instructions, you can fast forward in the video and find the worksheet that you're working on. Have an adult or an older sibling or somebody help you find it, and I will explain each of these worksheets as we go. Otherwise, this orange sheet and the purple one behind it will explain everything to you as well if you want the fast version. On this purple page, there's a little bit more instruction. On the back is actually the more important part that I would like to talk about right now. So on the back, there's a short explanation of every worksheet that you'll find in every pack. If you don't feel like you need to listen to me talk about it because you listen to me talk enough during the week or something like that, you can just read the instructions here, have an adult read it to you, whoever you're with today, or an older sibling, read the instructions, and then complete the worksheet. So you can find that here, or again, I will explain them in a little bit. Okay, now we are to the fun part. You get a little bit of choice here. You can pick if you want to do the pink pack, the yellow pack, the green pack, the blue pack, or the purple pack. What you have to do is grab one of those. Keep the staple on it, don't rip them apart, and you are going to do that whole pack today. So if you want to look through them and pick your favorite one, you can. I'm going to explain them in order from pink, yellow, green, blue, purple. Okay, so if you want to skip ahead, if you pick the purple one and you just want to know what that is, go ahead and skip closer to the end of the video. If you're going to do the pink one, you can listen right now and then find the other videos later on. First activity in the pink packet says, let's make a statement. We've been working on this every day lately. Basically, you're just going to make corrections to a sentence like we do during calendar, at the end of calendar every day. So you need to keep in mind that a sentence starts with a capital letter and ends with a period. So when you look at sentence 1, we built a snowman. Think about what's missing and use your best first grade handwriting and write that sentence on the line below. Up next is winter graphing. If you look at the top, there's a graph with bear, deer, wolves, and bunnies. What you need to do is look at the graph and then answer questions 1 through 7. 7 looks like a super easy question. It's an opinion, which we talked about today. Okay, up next in the pink pack, last sheet, is ABC order. What you need to do is take out this week's spelling list, look at the words, and you're going to put them in order of the alphabet. So if there's a word on there that starts with an A, that will probably be the first one. If there's a word on there that starts with a B, that would be after the one that starts with an A. This one might be a little bit trickier. It would be very helpful if you had an adult near you to help you out. If you choose to do the yellow pack, you need to look at you're going to start with the winter ABC order. What you'll do, you can do this 2 ways. You can either cut off the side and cut those out and arrange them in ABC order and then write them on the lines. Or if you're able to, you can just look at them and use them like a word bank and cross them off as you're done with them. But what you're going to do is you're going to put them in order of the alphabet. So I'm looking through the words. I don't see any words that start with an A. I know B is the next letter of the alphabet, and I see a word towards the bottom that starts with B. It's blizzard. That's a word that I can sound out. You should be able to too. So I'm going to write blizzard for number 1 because that is the first word that I need. Up next in the yellow pack is Snowy Edition. You are going to answer all of the addition problems in each of the boxes. Then in the box, you're going to look at all of your answers for the addition problems, and if it equals the same as the number on the sign in the box, you're going to circle the equation. Last in this pack is smartphone spelling. You need to, again, take out your spelling list. At the top of each phone, you're going to write a spelling word, and then inside of the phone, there's a spot that says code. So if the word is fork, you're going to look for the F, and F would get a 3. O would come next. It would get a 6. R would be a 7, and K would be a 5. So you're going to write that those numbers where it says code. On to the green pack. This is a reading comprehension page. So you're going to read the passage Bug Hunters, and then there's 4 questions for you to answer. Make sure when you're answering the questions that you do so in a complete sentence. That means starting with a capital letter, ending with a period. Make sure when you read your sentence that it makes sense. So you'll have to reread your answers and make sure that they make sense. The green pack has a 2-sided math worksheet because I think it's a pretty easy one to do. On the first side, it says number order. You're going to put the numbers either in order from least to greatest, which is the same as smallest to biggest, or from greatest to least, which is the same as biggest to smallest. That should be pretty easy as long as you pay attention to what the buckets full of snowballs say before you start writing. On the back side, you are going to be counting up or down from a number. So for example, number 1, you're going to start at 45. You'll count up all the way to 55. So 45, 46, 47, and so on. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Last page in the green pack is secret code spelling. You will write a spelling word in the word column, and then next door you will write the symbols that match the letters. They have the example have, so the H is an arrow, A is a swirly, V is a flower, and E is a circle. Blue pack is next. You have this story summary page. What you will do if you choose this one is read a story. You should have brought library books home today. So read a story, then you need to tell me the title, the author, the setting, the characters, the main idea, and draw a picture of the cover. For math, you are going to do the even or odd sheet. What you need to do is color even numbers blue and odd numbers green. Remember to check the ones place. There are some pointers on the back, but we have done this literally since the first week of school, so I think you should be good at it. Okay, up next is spelling. Get out your spelling list for this week. You're going to do rainbow writing. What you need to do is start on the top arch or the inside arch, doesn't matter. Pick word 1. You're going to write word 1 for that whole arch. Go to the next arch with word 2 and write it over and over and over. So if the word is fork, you're going to write fork, 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 fork. The purple pack starts with a compound word sheet. What you need to do here is cut off the bottom, cut apart the words, and then you're going to arrange them to match the picture. So the first one is a picture of a basketball. You need to find the word basket and ball, glue them into the 2 boxes, and then write the words on the line. The math sheet in the purple pack is missing add-ins. What you need to do is fill in the box with the number that you would add to the other number to equal the number after the equal sign. So 5 plus blank equals 11. You would need to put a 6 there. For the spelling worksheet, you need to take out your spelling list. This one is red, right, and blue. You are going to write the word, but you have to write the consonants in blue and the vowels in red. Remember, consonants are A, E, I, O, and U. I'm sorry, I lied. Vowels are A, E, I, O, U. Last but not least, you will have to complete a specialist sheet. You are going to tear off one of these orange papers and fill it out. So if we had Fayed, you're going to do a Fayed day. If we had art, you'll do an art day. Music, do a music day. On the bottom, it'll tell you where we would have gone today. So Monday's Fayed, Tuesdays you would do IXL because that's a library day. Wednesday's Fayed again, Thursday's art, and Friday is music. Okay, so check the day. Fill it out just for the class that you would have had that day, and you will turn that in with your pack. Make sure your name is on both of these things. That is super duper important. And have an awesome day.